Hey guys, my name is Thom, and this is some kill confirmed on Village. I just put out a video yesterday, and I normally, like lately, I've been recording them back to back, but I stayed up really late talking with a friend last night. My roommate Philip, Lacanian scholar, and he was telling me how we were kind of just catching up on the porch, and we had an awkward moment last weekend where, one walked in on the other one doing something kind of compromising. I'll leave it at that. But after that, we hadn't kind of seen each other in a while, and so we caught up with each other, and we're, I don't know, I kind of sensed things were off, and so I wanted to call and check, or not really call and check, but walk up to him and check how things were going. And we just spent all that time catching up, and kind of realized, we went to college together, and we're best friends all the way through college. We haven't been spending a lot of time together lately. I got caught up in work and this, and spending time with Melinda, and he's dating a girl, and we play in a band together. But other than like projects and stuff like that, or catching up for a cigarette at the end of the day, there hasn't been a lot of like hangout quality time. And it sucks. And he had mentioned that it sucked, and kind of like I'd been kind of hanging out with work friends, and they were coming to the house, and how he had mentioned that there are times where he feels that like they're normally like guys I wouldn't hang out with, which really got me thinking. If I would hang out with guys like that, because he called them alpha males, and in my own way, I'm a confident guy, but I would never really classify myself as an alpha male, and that's what he was hinting at too. And this is purely, I think, like they kind of. I talked to another coworker about this too. I think is where I'm drawing this conclusion, that they like to dominate the conversation. And if you've heard me ever on this channel or anything like that, I if I don't think it out for a while, I'll stumble and stutter my way around something. But essentially, in a conversation, what I like to do, my personality type is I'll hear what the person's got to say, and then I'll decide for myself how I feel about them, what they're saying, what they're about, and kind of, I can leave it at that. I never really feel the overall need to share my opinion. I like to, and I'm more than happy to get in that kind of discussion, but I'm totally okay with being the only one that knows my true feeling, and I can tell Melinda, or like a certain core group, I'll share it with that. But lately I found myself being more opinionated, and I don't like it. I feel like even on here with like these, I kind of get away from myself in general. I've been feeling that build all year, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I lose focus on things. Like I lose focus on originally why I wanted to start this, and kind of the person that I even wanted to become. I think it goes that way for everybody. You start something new, like a job or like a project, and you end up trying to figure out who you're going to be in that area, how you're going to adapt and evolve into this new professional that or this new creator that you're trying to become. And it fucks with your head, because you're being judged by peers, being judged by superiors, and I don't know. I think it like combining this with my first year at this new job, and it's my first like not dick around job where I have to be on the ball, or else there are more global consequences than so-and-so isn't going to get his coffee or his burrito, which, in the past, my jobs have been very, I could leave it. Once I left work, I could give a shit, about the job after that. But, now I have a lot kind of riding on my shoulders, and, a lot of people do, check up on how I'm doing, and there are consequences if I don't know. There's just never an opportunity to kind of take a break or be lazy. And I felt the weight of that, and it's part of growing up, which that's, I think I constantly keep going back to, growing up sucks, because I just it's an immature part of me, but I'm having a difficult time adjusting to really surrendering to the things that you have to sacrifice to be in a good job, and wanting to balance it out with like, hell, I have so much fun doing this and playing music, you know, and the things you have fun doing, you want to focus all your energy on. And I love my job, and it's very rewarding. But the personality changes that it brings, the stress that it brings, sometimes make it just a real pain in the ass. You know, I think, you know, people in my field, we're very famous for coming home and bitching about work, and I don't want to be that guy. And so I'm making a conscious effort to kind of cut that shit out and stick to who I am. You know, I think me is, I'm not a really big complainer. And what's odd is this has been a year building, almost 2 years now, and I've had just you know, beer goggles on about it, because I remember making a video about a year ago, like during the summer. And I kept saying, you know, I find myself saying a lot, guys. You know, I've been doing this lately, and that's not me. Well, you know, I find myself saying it again. You know, I have friends now saying it to me that, hey, you've been kind of doing this lately, and I don't know, I just don't feel like it's you. You know, essentially, I guess it is. You know, if I'm capable of doing it, it's a part of me. But it's not a part of me that I remotely want to embrace, you know, this like kind of negativity. It's I don't know. I feel like a perma COD player where I'm always just butthurt mentally about something. And you know, and hell, if you've noticed, like if I've met you online, or you know, I know you in real life and you're watching this, which be kind of awkward. I don't know a lot of real life people that watch these, but you know, that are in my social circle. I don't really announce to my friends that I do this. This is kind of just a private thing that I do. My friends know that I do it, but I never am like, oh, hey, go watch, you know. But, you know, if that's kind of bled out into, like, how I've interacted with you, I think I've done this before, too, but I'm really sorry, you know. I am working on multitasking in stressful environments, and kind of like not letting shit bog down on me. You know, once I figure that out, if any of you are going through that, you know, I'll share kind of what I figured out. And hell, if you're going through this right now and you've got some great secret, I'm gonna throw at you the old teach me, bro. Like, you know, I'm all open to suggestions, because you know, I'm ready to make that change. It really unnerved me last night, like in a good and bad way. You know, I felt a bit self-conscious at first, but it definitely was like this eye-opening, like, oh, now I can feel better, because I have had it nibbling in the back of my brain of like, I don't know, just trying to, you know, on here it was like trying to, I guess, like, grow, you know, and essentially, you know, where I'm at, who's gonna like it is gonna like it, you know, and that's awesome. I want to concentrate on that and just making, you know, the best shit on here that I can, the best content I can, you know, get better at that. I like to improve myself, and with the job stuff, I want to be me. I don't want to let some fucking company or you know, like some organization change me at all. I want to make that decision. I want to be the person that I want to be, and I think that's the game. Yeah, it is the game. You know, I wanted to catch up. That's been rotating in my mind all day, you know, and I had to get it out, and that felt good too. Of just like, you know, I mentioned that a couple times back of like, I just sometimes I want to get on here and spout out what's bothering me. Lee and I fucking stomped the shit out of this team, and that's always a fun game. I'm already for the new COD, and I am gonna bounce, guys. I got a lot of stuff to do because I'm going out of town this weekend. But I just wanted to throw that at you guys, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm rambling on too long, so I am out. Bye, guys.